The existing SP-IPSLA.silverpeak.cloud does not support v6. We did have to build a new SP-IPSLA endpoint just to support v6. This new SP-IPSLA2 gets us away from using 8888 and 8844. It's a statically configured public IP, HPE owned and assigned. There's no change on upgrades. We're not going to rework IPSLA endpoints or change anything like that. But brand new Orchestrator 9.6 from the factory, you will notice that it has a different set of IPSLA endpoints configured. And this is what we're talking about specifically. There's a bunch of different places where we have a pre-configured list of IPSLA addresses or destinations. The main one is the local breakout IPSLA rule destination configuration address list. You'll notice nowhere in this list is there 8888 or 8844. And this is what we had previously. So today, in all previous EdgeConnect Orchestrator deployments, if you look at the local breakout configuration, you'll see that it's configured with SP-IPSLA.silverpeak.cloud, 8888, 8844. So this is where we were. This is the state we're in now. So we still have SP-IPSLA.silverpeak.cloud. Here's what we've done, though. You have one public IP that's globally scoped, no matter where you are on Earth. If you ping 192.151.28.254, you'll see that the latency is going to be 30 milliseconds or less. And that's because there are 360 different 192.151.28.254s on the planet right now. It also does all this stuff, consistently returns okay, and it's HPE owned. So what does this translate into? Well, when you open a 9.6 orchestrator and you look at the local breakout configuration, you're going to see these four addresses. Notice that it does not say anywhere in this local breakout list SP-IPSLA2. That is not in here. We call it SP-IPSLA2 because that's the actual host name, but we don't use the host name. There's a very important reason why we're not using the host name. Notice that instead of using the host name, we're using 192.151.28.254, which is the first of the publicly assigned IP addresses. We're not even using the second one. Now, the reason for this, there's a chicken and egg problem. You have your policy and your business intent overlays configured such that all DNS has to go through the IPsec tunnel to get to Zscaler or to get to anywhere. That's it, all DNS for the entire site. That means the EdgeConnect itself, when it's resolving things like the portal address, for instance, or SP-IPSLA or whatever, it has to go through that tunnel to resolve the address. But wait a minute, you can't bring the tunnel up until you resolve the address. The tunnel is contingent on IPSLA, and IPSLA is contingent on resolving the IPSLA endpoint through the tunnel. So the simple way to solve this, instead of using the Zscaler endpoint, you just put a static IP in there. This one publicly scoped, publicly anycasted IP will be reachable. That will allow the tunnel to come up and allow the remaining DNS to function as expected. And the next two are globally accelerated IPv6 endpoints. Do not change these. I suggest changing the Zscaler configuration from their internally configured VPN gateway address to these two addresses here. Netscope, you have no control over IPSLA, and then finally service orchestration, the defaults you'll see have been updated to these two addresses as well.